Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a brand new venture in the Bitcoin universe that's aiming to go from a startup to a Wall Street player in, like, a matter of months. And get this, it's backed by the Trump family. So let's break down their game plan.
So it really all comes down to this one big question, right? How exactly is this new company, with Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump behind it, actually planning to build a global Bitcoin powerhouse? We're going to walk through that strategy step by step.
Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the company at the center of all this. It's called American Bitcoin.
So what exactly is American Bitcoin? Well, it's a new crypto company with some seriously high-profile backers. Its main focus is simple: get a hold of massive Bitcoin reserves. But here's the twist. Their whole operation is in the cryptocurrency mining sector. And that little detail? Oh yeah, that's pretty much the key to this whole thing. You might be wondering, how does a new company even plan to grow that fast? Well, it's not just about mining. See, they have this big global acquisition plan, and believe me, they are not wasting any time. And this is really the heart of their international game plan. They're on the hunt, actively trying to buy up other companies, specifically over in Asia, as a way to turbocharge their Bitcoin holdings. And look, this is not just some vague idea. The company is already talking to investors about making specific deals. They're zeroing in on at least two companies, one that's publicly listed over in Japan and another one in Hong Kong. This is a real aggressive global push.
You know, if you're listening to this and thinking, hey, using a company's money to stack up a bunch of Bitcoin, that sounds kind of familiar. Well, you'd be right. They're definitely taking a page out of a very famous playbook.
Okay, so the strategy looks a lot like the one used by, you guessed it, MicroStrategy. Both companies have the exact same core objective: build a massive Bitcoin treasury. And the method is pretty much the same too: raise cash from the capital markets and then use that money to get more Bitcoin. But, and this is a big but, the way they actually get the Bitcoin, that's where the two stories totally diverge.
Right, so even though the end goal is the same, stack more Bitcoin, the method is completely different. And you really got to understand this part, because it's the whole ballgame. So here it is, the fundamental difference. MicroStrategy, they take their cash, they go out onto the open market, and they buy Bitcoin that already exists. American Bitcoin, on the other hand, is in the mining business. They use their capital to create brand new Bitcoin. So think of it this way: one's a buyer, the other is a manufacturer. Let's just walk through this step by step so it's super clear. Okay? Step one, it's the same for both of them. Raise cash from investors. Easy enough. But then you get to the next step, and boom, the road splits. MicroStrategy takes that cash and buys existing coins. American Bitcoin takes its cash and funds its mining operations to generate totally new coins. Two very different paths to the same goal.
Okay, so we've got this company, right? It's got a pretty unique model, huge ambitions. What's the last piece of the puzzle? Well, it's getting onto Wall Street. You got to be on a major U.S. stock exchange.
And they are moving fast. I mean, the timeline here is super aggressive. They're already deep in talks about acquisitions, and they're planning for a stock market debut this September. And they're not even doing a traditional IPO. Instead, they're taking a kind of shortcut to get there. It's something called a reverse merger.
Okay, reverse merger. Sounds kind of technical, right? But it's actually pretty simple. It's basically a backdoor way for a private company to go public. Instead of the long, complicated IPO process, American Bitcoin just merges with a company that's already trading on a stock exchange. It's way, way faster.
And this isn't some secret either. We know exactly who they're teaming up with. They're planning to merge with a company called Gryphon Digital Mining, which, you guessed it, is already listed on the Nasdaq. This deal is literally their golden ticket onto Wall Street.
All right, wow. We have covered a ton of ground here, haven't we? We've talked famous names, global buyouts, financial wizardry. So let's boil it all down. What's the real takeaway from all this?
Let's recap the whole thing. You've got a new company, backed by the Trumps, and it's going global, buying up firms in Asia. Their model is a lot like MicroStrategy's, but with one crucial difference. They mine Bitcoin, they don't buy it. And they're planning to be on a major stock exchange by this fall using a fast-track reverse merger.
And all of this, really, it leaves us with one massive question for the future. You know, MicroStrategy kind of wrote the buy and hold playbook for big companies. So, could this new mine and acquire strategy be the next big thing? The new blueprint for getting crypto companies onto Wall Street? We'll have to wait and see.